What's up, Dream Media family? This is Zach and Chase. We're out here at my home in Colorado. We finally just finished what I would consider phase one of my audio upgrade in my formal dining kitchen open concept space, and it sounds incredible. But in today's video, we wanted to discuss a piece that doesn't get a lot of love, which is surge protection, outlet control over devices, in general, just protecting your investment, I think is the name of the game here. A lot of people just don't, this is a category that just kind of gets overlooked. And a lot of people are like, why do I even need it? Well, in today's video, I want Chase to break down for you the value in purchasing quality surge protection as well as smart outlet control and how it can enhance your quality of life and protect your investment long term. If you would like to purchase this product or anything home theater related, be sure to reach out for a free video consultation with one of our specialists. We create full home system designs. Here in Colorado, we're taking it a step further with smart home integration. Everything from your network, security, smart shades, lighting, audio, video, integrated to the nines with white glove service, we have you covered. Yes. So in today's video, Chase is going to be in detail discussing this smart surge protector as well as the Big Dog brand in general. We have it down in the rack, I have it behind the TV, and we have it now on the subwoofer amplifier. All right guys, let's get into this video. Welcome back, Dream Media family. I'm gonna toss it off to Chase and he's gonna give you the lowdown on this surge protector in particular that is doing a few different things for our subwoofer amplifier. Off to you, Chase.
Yeah, so currently this amp is so far away from our rack, it's obviously not a part of our centralized UPS system and power filtering system, but in Colorado, especially as high up in the Rockies as we are, we experience constant power outages, power fluctuations, and nothing is more frustrating than investing in such a cool system and then losing your warranty because the power blew up the amplifier or whatever.
I mean, guys down in Florida, you know what I'm talking about. Even my guys down in Texas, you get those crazy lightning strikes all the time. I saw a house get wiped out in Texas, $250,000 in equipment alone, destroyed. I mean, it literally melted the wiring in the house. We had to rip out all the low voltage wiring. So if you want to try to avoid situations like this.
Yeah. And if you invest in a Big Dog Power unit, you know, that unit might blow up, but if it saves you $200,000 worth of tech downstream, it's paid for more than its own.
Yeah.
And that's not the only thing it does. There's a ton of features built in that kind of add to the robustness and continual functioning of your home. So why don't we head over there and check out this unit? Yeah,
absolutely.
So today, just in here, there's not much going on. So we have Big Dog's 3-power port. It is the PR-W3PI smart outlet surge protector. And here, really what its job is, we have the fan plugged into it, but mainly it's protecting this really nice unrivaled 2602 DSP amp from RBH. So this is a small compact Form 1. It'll fit on a shelf unit in a rack, but it's, 3 ports isn't really gonna help you in your rack.
It's perfect for like behind TVs. We have the exact same one up behind this TV as well.
Yeah, so this can be wall mounted, surface mounted. It can just be sat in a cabinet, just like it is currently.
I think it has rack ears too, right?
Yeah. So you can wall mount it. So here, I'll just unplug the fan so you guys can get a better look at the unit here. So we've got 3 ports. You can see we have a direct wire connection, RJ45. We also have a Wi-Fi antenna. Here's a power button that if you hold default, it turns off and on all 3 ports, but this can be figured just to recycle port 1. So something that's really cool is once hooked up to the network, we can send reboot commands. So maybe you know, sometimes you have a tricky device, like maybe a cable box that doesn't want to
Apple
play nice,
TV, that,
something that
yeah.
doesn't sync up. So we can set this to maybe reboot at 6 a.m. every morning, so that by the time you come out to watch, you're not having syncing issues.
Well, it also has auto reboot, Chase.
Yeah. So let's dive into that. So we have self-healing ports. So essentially, Big Dog is going to be pinging the IP address of this amplifier, and if it loses connection with the main rack, Big Dog realizes that and will go ahead and reset the port to get your smart gear back online where it should be and functioning as normal. Because sometimes if devices they get hung up, and this will just, you know, future-proofs you from waiting for a technician to come out too with those self-healing ports. This guy is a 15 amp circuit that can be replaced if blown, and just a really robust, nice unit.
Yeah, these are just perfect for smaller little satellite rack situations like this, behind TVs. Really, those are the two big applications.
Yeah, and there's no reason not to make an investment in a power surge protection unit that's going to save your investment in something like this really nice QLED TV or this extremely nice RBH unrivaled sub amplifier. So now Zach doesn't have to worry every time there's a power outage. 4 or 5 times a week we've been going through.
It's been a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we haven't had any device failures. Everything in this house that needs it is hooked up to a Big Dog surge protector, and it's running super smooth. All right, so we're in our centralized rack now, and you can see we have a big boy intelligent power protector from Big Dog. And something I wanted to point out with some of these bigger models is if anything goes wrong with the unit, you can replace the blown fuses instead of having to invest in a whole new surge protection unit. Something I really like about the Big Dog suite.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on our quick overview of the Big Dog 3 outlet surge protector is really what we were discussing in today's video, but the entire brand, I'm a fan. They make quality products. I love how you can swap out those modules, the fuse, if anything were to happen, protecting your investment and making it like zero downtime. I mean,
we're
you just pop one out, pop a new one in, you're ready to go.
With the power that we have at your house currently, with them working on the infrastructure, we've been really putting this Big Dog gear to the test. Again, we're saying at minimum, he's having 5 power outages and a bunch of fluctuations a week. That's all logged too, so you can go back and look at it.
Yep.
Check out the health.
There was one day where they were working on it at the street, and it went out like 5 times in one day. I don't know if it's just ironic timing that we're putting this in right as all that's going on, but it's been a really good test.
Not related to the 3 unit, but my favorite thing that investing in a power management system like this is you're having these intermittent 20 to 30 minute power outages that would really mess up your meetings, phone calls, all this stuff. Well, we have it on a UPS.
And it was messing up my meetings. How many of my manufacturers that are watching this right now have been in Zoom meetings with me and I'm just like, it's happening again.
Yes.
Now, I think what Chase is saying is with the UPS backup, the whole network stays on. Regardless, the power may go out, but I can still keep having my meeting. We can keep working because I work from home.
And so we have specifically set up the UPS to prioritize your network and shade controls so that during a power outage, he's still able to send commands to these wireless shades, as well as it keeps all of his access points and your router up and running through the power outage. So it doesn't matter, you know, we have a lot of clients, especially who work from home now.
Yep.
Internet goes down because the power goes out, your whole day is shot until service is restored. Whereas now you're getting 4 to 8 hours of reliable Wi-Fi with no power in the house.
Yeah.
So as long as your computer's charged, he can still keep kicking.
Yeah, it's a game changer, guys. I don't know how I lived without it before, if we're being honest. I feel like every single home now, I'm gonna strongly recommend the UPS backup and you know, the Big Dog infrastructure, because with the auto reboot, Apple TVs, I think, are one of my favorite and most frustrating devices. We use it for streaming everything in our home, and I love the 4K version. It has a really nice, for streaming, it's my favorite platform. But for some reason, in all our customers' homes, my home included, from time to time, that Apple TV, the IP address will just get hung up.
It gets hung up, it stops responding to the smart commands, but Big Dog's watching your back. So when that happens, it goes through the self-healing process where it reboots the Apple TV, makes sure it's pinging at that IP properly, and then we have control again.
Yeah, that's invaluable, because if not, I'm getting a call from my wife while I'm on a Zoom call, and I'm like, hold on guys, I gotta stop my meeting. You gotta
be tech support.
I gotta go be tech support for the house. It's not cool. So this has really changed my quality of life, even down to, like you had mentioned, the smart shades. One day we woke up, power's out again. They're working on the infrastructure. Up here in the mountains, they really take the power down a lot in the summer because we have extreme winters. They need to work on the infrastructure in the summer. So we wake up, all the shades in the house are closed, and we're just like, oh, great. You can, with these SI shades, manually put them up. There's a little button. You just take a tiny little staple or something.
40 shades though? You're gonna walk around and hit every one?
Yeah,
take up an hour?
It's every single shade in the house. So I ended up just doing a couple of the main ones day one. I told Chase, you're not gonna believe this. I just, you know, woke up this morning and the whole house is dead. All my shades are down. We're walking around manually putting these things up right now. And he's like, what are you doing that for? He's like, we need to get the shades also on the battery backup. So now at least like my essentials work. Wi-Fi and shade control. It'd be nice if we get the lighting on too. But that down the road, whenever I get some solar panels or a backup generator, that'll be the next phase, which we do offer rose water for guys who may be watching this that have a large home that want a serious battery backup situation to run the entire infrastructure of their home. I mean, I'm talking even refrigerators, you know, big appliances like that have serious draw can also run on rose water, but it has about $100,000 entry price point, whereas these UPC backup, UPS?
UPS.
These UPS battery backups, they're not gonna last as long, but it's designed just for like the core products in your home. Wi-Fi these days, with everybody working from home, it's like devastating.
It is.
Not to have Wi-Fi in your home.
That's one of my biggest complaints in every CI home we have, is when I get in, these power outages are killing my workflow. I'm getting kicked off of important meetings, and we just stop that. You know, we're able to stop that. And maybe you have an extreme power outage that's 8, 12 hours. We're not gonna get you through that. But if you can get 4 hours of Wi-Fi and home control with no power to the house, you're in pretty good shape, and that'll get you through most power events. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative in helping you make a buying decision. We're gonna continue to put out very informative, long-form videos discussing every element of my house. This has been kind of my test lab. Test house. Our test lab and playground.
Yeah, so like all this stuff where I'm like, that looks cool. I think we should sell that. I'm like, let's test it at my house first.
And we do stand by the product. You know, you, Kellen, myself, we live with these products every day. Make sure they're rock solid. Make sure they live up to our standards before we recommend them to anyone.
Absolutely, that's the key, guys. A lot of companies out there may sell product through their website that they have never touched. Every single brand that's featured on our website, not are we nationally authorized with, but we've also gotten their products in the house. And you'll see in this home, one of the reasons I think it's gonna be so fun to walk you through the house and show it off is because I have about 30 different brands featured.
Yeah.
It's not like I just stuck with one and was like, that's what we're doing throughout. I actually initially had a whole big order of Focal speakers that came in because that's one of my favorite brands. And they sat down in the garage for about a year, and I ended up doing a full Focal home theater upstairs in a 5. Right now it's a 5.2.6, but eventually it'll be a 7.4.6. Focal up there in the movie room, but for this space, I needed to fill some serious volume, and I went with RBH. Out in the back patio back there, we actually have URC speakers on the
up under the front of the awning, and then the Focal 70 volt
Landscape
series.
Yeah, so just stay tuned for our future videos. We got a lot of good stuff coming your way, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give us a big thumbs up and make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. Till next time, this is Zach and Chase at Dream Media. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.